everyone, I'm Akif Mateen, Fund Manager of ABFX Fund Management Services. You are cold-heartedly welcome to watch ABFX Trading Corp's weekly Forex market outlook for 30th week of 2017, which is from 24th of July to 28th of July. Each and every week we post our weekly market outlook in our YouTube channel, so stay connected with us through YouTube and share the videos so that many other traders can also be benefited through our goodwill. These are the links through which you can stay connected with us. You may also find these links in our Facebook page. So let's move on. Here are the upcoming news that is going to release in the upcoming week. So on Monday we have USD existing home sales news, and Tuesday at the same time 8 p.m. in Bangladesh Standard Time we have US dollar CB consumer confidence news. We have important news for Australian dollar in Wednesday in the morning, which is odd CPI news and RBI government levy speech. And we have FOMC meeting minutes at Thursday 12 a.m. night, and we have unemployment claims news and core durable good orders news in 6:30 p.m. on Thursday. We have Canadian GDP news on Friday, and USD advanced GDP news quarter to quarter will be released on Friday 6:30 p.m. So these are the news that is going to release in the upcoming week that actually we should consider. Now let's have a look to the fundamental facts that actually we want to consider for the upcoming week. Well, the thing is that special counsel asked White House to save Trump Jr., and we also is seeing that ECB survey results that actually says that risks for inflation tilted to the downside in longer term, balance for GDP growth. So basically these news actually stimulated the strength of euro basically, and we have seen that oil dives 2%, and consultancy is OPEC crude output rise in July. So if actually output rises in these upcoming month, so the supply will be bigger, so there's a possibility that the price will actually decrease more than actually we're expecting. And if the price wants to decrease more, US dollar have to be a bit stronger too. So that's actually what we are thinking about it. And we are saying that the euro strengthened against the US dollar on Friday, as greenback continued its downward march a day after European Central Bank's chief abstained from taking down the euro. So this is an important news that actually why euro rose in the past week. And the ECB actually remained on track to potentially begin tapering its bond buying stimulus later this year. So right now this news may actually put an effect to kind of bearish impact on Europe. So let's see what actually happens. For sterling actually dipped against the dollar because of some recent downbeat in economic numbers, and that actually possessed a potential threat against rising the interest rates, by the way. And there are some Brexit news ahead, so actually they are actually very much conscious about it. So any signs that actually Britain will lose its preferential access to the single market will actually pay a negative impact on pound, that means sterling. And Bank of England policymakers actually said it clearly that their monetary tightening policy will be data dependent. So any pound related news becomes negative than the previous months or the previous releases, so there is a possibility that the pound will actually go more weak. And if it gets increases, the data been increases for any data that's going to release in the upcoming week for pound, if it increases than the previous one, then there is a possibility that the pound will rise. Well, Canadian dollar actually raised their interest rates, by the way, so that's why we have seen that USD CAD is gonna go bearish, a harsh bearish movement that we actually saw for USD CAD last week. And yeah, well, Japanese yen is right now possessed a safe haven appeal, by the way. So let's see what happens. So that's why we have seen that USD actually got more bearish in the past weeks, but it may actually alter. Okay, it may actually retrace. There's a possibility to retrace back. So let's see what happens. And Australian dollar, the central banker said that there was no automatic reason for rates to rise. Okay, so they are also being actually they are actually also dependent to their news data. So let's see what happens. If our CPI increases, there is a possibility that AUD got will get go strong by the way. If it decreases, so there is a possibility that AUD becomes weaker in the upcoming week. So let's see what happens. So overall, there is a possibility for AUD pairs and NZD pairs to get sideways in any mix. Okay. Well, there is a forecast that a rise in OPEC production for July. So there will be a rise. So there will be more supply. So oil price may get less. So we have to be, conscious about it. And yeah, that's all. So our expectation for the upcoming week is that Euro may get weak, GBP may get strong, NZD and AUD will possess a strong, expectation that actually we are expecting that AUD and NZD will be strong. Otherwise, it will be bearish sideways, and US dollar may get strong or say bearish sideways. And Canadian dollar, there is a possibility that it will go weak, and JPY dollar, there is a possibility that also it gonna be weak. So let's see what happens. Let's have a look to dollar index chart. Well, as we expected earlier that it will go fall, so it will actually go bearish. So it actually went like that, and it's in a good retrace zone, which is, we can say, a good demand zone. So there is a possibility that it will actually rise up to 95.32. But before that, there is a possibility that it will actually touch 93 level, then go bullish up to 95.32. So the blue line is the expected scenario, and the red line is our alternate scenario. So let's see what happens for dollar index. Let's have a look to gold. Well, our expected scenario for gold for the upcoming week is that it will actually go bullish a bit. So US dollar will get actually a bit low, but later on this week, after the FOMC, there is a possibility that it will actually fall down lowest up to 1234 level, or otherwise it will go on a harsh bearish movement up to 1234 level. So let's see what happens for gold. Let's have a look to oil. Well, oil, the previous week our prediction was actually 100% correct. Oil actually moved just as we have told. So right now for the oil, if it breaks this trend line, okay, so there's a possibility that it will actually go more bearish up to 43.81 levels. So as the production is there has been a rise in the production in oil, so we are expecting a downbeat on US oil. So let's see what happens. So that's all for now. Thank you all for watching. Please like and share our videos. Hope you will stay connected. Till then, goodbye.